All right, iFocus Journal, August 8th, 2024, 11:20 a.m. I'm reading the book The Lean Startup, and a lot of great concepts, obviously, but specifically for this, I need a system to track my experiments while I'm tuning the engine. So the concept of tuning the engine was, I guess, a light bulb moment for me, because it seems like you're doing a ton of shit and nothing seems to work. But there's all these little parts, and you fine tune each part to get your ultimate result. But you don't know if it's affecting your ultimate result, your vision, unless you can track an experiment with each tuning, basically. So, I'm going to start tracking it with a meeting with myself every morning with my iFocus journal. That's just worked out pretty well, having a digital journal called iFocus Journal, but whatever. Number 2, the concept of having an MVP. So it's like a little bit of inception. I'm going to use the journals to run experiments to fine-tune my MVP at iFocus Labs, but also use this journal as an MVP, moving forward. Because I think this will help me, A, flesh out my thoughts, B, track my metrics, and C, help me flesh out my experiments and, see what actually works. So I'll have a bit of a structure as we go, but like I said, we're just going to get it out and then get better each time. So make it, I want to say short and sweet, but I have a tendency to ramble. But we'll get a general concept. And yeah, like I said, MVP. This is this is as shitty as it's going to get, okay? Is the quality bad? Yes. Are there bunk beds behind me? Yes. Okay? Will they always be there? No. Or maybe. I don't know. But will these videos get better each day? Yes. And will that in turn make my experiments better each day? Yes. Which ideally, but I think it should work, making my business run a lot smoother. Okay. Another thing we want to do as entrepreneurs is fucking automate everything and streamline everything from the beginning. A lot of times that's too early. I've been guilty of that myself, and I was trying to whatever, in terms of content, I know you got to get it out, but you also have to wear all the hats and work on the business too, and in the business. Anyway, struggling putting content out because what the fuck am I going to make content about? Making videos and put them on TikTok and shit, and I was resistant to it because I knew that wasn't me, and it was fake me. But I knew I had to do it, so I had to think of a system and a machine and an engine that I could tune to get it out the most efficiently. And I figured start with one long form YouTube type video or digital content or whatever. One long form audio, whatever it is. In the beginning of the day, track exactly what I'm doing, document instead of create. And then I'll have that to go back and reference, obviously, which is beneficial. It's an actual digital journal. But I can also break that down into multiple pieces and schedule throughout the day. Take the transcript, turn it into a blog article, embed the video in the blog article, send that blog article and video out as a newsletter, put the YouTube video, post as a podcast, audio and video podcast, take the YouTube video, plug it into Opus Clip, break it down into multiple short forms to schedule throughout the day, take those short forms, maybe transcribe them or get a couple clips from them, make them posts for X. I gotta look at where to look here. And then take the posts or the Also, you can make a long form on X out of the blog article as well. No one's reading all that. They're usually on one platform. And then pull out a couple quotes and then like write them on paper or napkins or backs of stuff and take pictures of them and put the quotes written as images as a pattern interrupt too. But it's all from one video every morning. Now, what I say, 11:25 a.m. Obviously later than I want to get this out, but I just fucking doodled it out this morning. So I'll move this up. This will be like my first thing I do, obviously after my yoga and breath work. But that's really can be it for the day. Then after that, what I'm going to get into, what my first experiment is going to be cold outreach. But if I don't get around to it that day, like I at least got my yoga breath work and video out, which is my entire content engine that I can just get rolling, which we'll see in a later journal entry. I have a couple planned, but like we're winging it here. But I have my obviously vision for what I want to do, so we'll flesh that out as we go, but keeping you suspense for the minute. The engine will flow right into the iFocus automation system, what I was going to say, which we'll touch on in a later entry, which it's like a freedom flywheel. I don't know what I want to call it yet. Ultimate freedom flywheel, iFocus automation system, I don't know. But it is a continuous, virtuous loop that once you turn on and get airborne, you're not coming back. So I'm going to work that out eventually. Got a lot of... Listen, I got a fucking lot of shit I got to get out of my head. So I'm going to be my own assistant and my own teammate and have meetings with myself every morning to keep myself on track. Because I'm all over the fucking place. Definitely, I mean, either TikTok is like pushing ADHD stuff or like it is fine-tuned, and I totally have it because everything lines up and that's all the videos I get now. So I'm not hating on it because I know it's actually true. I'm fucking so guilty, but like whatever, find a way around it. So here's how you use it to your advantage. I need to have a meeting with myself, so I might as well turn it into fucking content, okay? Sprinkle it out throughout the day with my actual thoughts I actually flesh out. But then I also can track my experiments. Whatever. Rambling. Get used to it if I have a fucking couple of these. Okay. But like, yo, what if I do this for 100 days? Like this is the next phase of my business, is that now I need a structure. Like you get into the entrepreneurial world and like, oh, I work when I want. Like, then you realize like it's very, very, very hard to do that. So I'm going to 180, anti-establishment, fuck the system. But then, oh, by the way, like give me such a structured routine that I'm like, don't even breathe at the wrong time. So I need to create that for myself. So where we're at, okay. I finally got my like plan together, vision straight. Now I'm ready to hit the ground running, obviously rolling out the next plans like this. Software is live and workable and usable and incredible. iFocus HQ, all in one platform for digital entrepreneurs to run their business. But what I did is hyper narrowed the focus, in the beginning at least, for content creators looking to build, market, and sell their first online course, to just narrow my message and target one specific person. Okay. I even went as far as creating an entire customer avatar with the help of ChatGPT, Misfit Mav, but like stuck in 9 to 5. We'll go over it all. I'll do that in a later journal entry, but like this will help me narrow down the exact person that I'm looking to get in. But I don't know if they overlap yet or what. It's an experiment, like we said. But it's enough that it's working. Got a couple people testing it right now. The offer is live. Just read most of Adweek Copywriting Handbook. I wonder if I'm close enough to the mic here. whatever. I guess we'll find out. Adobe Copywriting Handbook, and then wrote like an ad for the software for the free trial. So we'll see if that works. And I'm going to run this all from the iFocus Labs account. So basically, I'll be documenting myself building iFocus Labs. All the steps I take, all the experiments I run, all the failures and obstacles I run into. But like I need to have structure to build it. That's my next step. Cool. So with everything set up, now we need leads, okay? And I'm like tweaking with some ads, like I said, but that's obviously not going to cut it. And going one-to-one will take a long time for cold outreach. And this and other, content will take a while to, build and get any kind of return off of, because they take time, obviously. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to do direct cold outreach via X DMs from my iFocus Journal account to, which is my next avatar, Level Up Larry, okay? But basically an intermediate entrepreneur who has Misfit Mavs as their audience. Maybe they have a newsletter. Maybe they create content. Maybe they have courses. Maybe they have a community. We can partner. They can become an associate. I'll make them a recommended partner of iFocus Labs, or recommended in their specialty or niche, whatever they, create their content about. And then offer them the ability to push out iFocus HQ as an affiliate to their audience for 30% recurring on a $97 per month product, which is, I think, a steal. But I don't know. So that's my experiment. But I think that's the highest leverage individual task that I can do next to start generating more leads as they slowly trickle in through organic and other stuff. And plus, I'll be able to talk to people directly to see what the feedback is, and then what, the target customers, target avatars, primary problems are also. So I think they need to, what I'm thinking is, I'm thinking of younger me, what I wish I needed, an all-in-one platform with help and a community and a plan and a free trial. I think it's pretty valuable, but that's what we're going to see. So say I'm going to do 1 hour blocks per day in the morning or whatever. After I do these videos, obviously it will be early after I get the engine running. But I mean, look, I probably can get more and should be able to get more, but say even if it's 10 DMs a day outreach, and since it's Thursday right now, I'll go through the weekend, maybe skip Sunday, say until next Saturday, skipping Sunday, call it 9 days. If I do 10 a day, that's 99. Let's round it out to 100. I'll do an extra one of the days. I'm sure I'll be able to do more, but I'm not. Let's just, we're doing an experiment from scratch here, obviously. So if I do a 100 reach outs, cold DMs for target avatars who potentially have Misfit Mab as their audience, if they would like to be associates, iFocus associates, aka affiliate partners, 30% recurring on a $97 per month product, pretty good deal. Let's get 5. If we can close 5 out of 100, that's pretty good, I think. That's my goal, pulling out of thin air, actually. So, because look, say each of them get like maybe 1 or 2 a month. That's higher leverage than going individually. And then I have onboarding set up as a self-serve course and courses right in the private community, which will also provide feedback. Okay, so that's my plan. That's my experiment. That's my guess. I guess that's my hypothesis. My hypothesis is that a couple actually, but if I can do an hour block a day, 10 cold outreach a day, minimum, to potential associates and affiliate partners, with potentially Misfit Mav as their audience, if they would like to put it out in their newsletter or email blast or the ad, whatever. We'll work that out down the line. But let's get 5 people to say yes and start from there. By next full Sunday, not the 11th, whatever. You get it. It's like 10 days from now. Okay, that's our next experiment. There are expectations. Okay, have a couple notes. Didn't know how the flow was going to be here, but I just tend to ramble, so all good. But I got to get my thoughts out. This is exactly why I'm doing this. 100 DMs. All right, 100 DMs, and then we'll be working that in the background. So I said maybe for tomorrow, I'll flesh out exactly who my target avatar is, Misfit Mav, and also who my secondary target avatar is, Level Up Larry. People who have audiences already, intermediate entrepreneurs that already have an audience of potentially Misfit Mavs. Okay, cool. That's it. I don't know, 16 minutes? We'll see how this works. So what I'm going to do now, let's see if this back end of this all works. Take the transcripts, turn into a blog article, post it on YouTube, make it a podcast, break it down into short form content with Opus Clip for now. And then potentially take like a summary or something and make a long form post on X, and then break those down, how to do a couple short form posts, and then schedule out a couple targeted ones for the avatars. That also, we'll get into this at a later entry too. I don't want to hold anybody up, aka me. Already pretty late here, but forget it. We'll go into another time later.